Hello and welcome to yet another photography tip related video. When we talk about bird photography, autofocusing and getting the right focusing point is an important aspect to get crisp, sharp images. Hi, I'm Sudhir Shivaram, a wildlife photographer and a photography mentor who has helped thousands of photographers improve their photography through my online photography courses and also my wildlife photography learning tools. Now in this video, what I am going to teach you is one of the techniques I use for bird photography to get sharp images, especially with the right kind of usage of the autofocusing points. So I use the Alpha 1 from Sony and the tracking mechanism in that is absolutely fantastic. So let's dive right into the video and see how I use the tracking mechanism.
So let me show you how I track moving birds. Okay, so this is how I track my subjects using this autofocusing option of Sony. The focus area tracking spot, yes I do. So use the small autofocusing point to track the birds. So I get the focusing point like this on the bird, then hit the focusing and then the camera starts tracking. And then from a composition point of view, I place where I want the subject. So then I lose it, go back, get that white square on the bird, and then start the autofocusing. The camera tracking takes care of it. There you go, more birds very close here. Up front, sandpipers. So the camera's tracking takes care of it. Of course, let's see whether the camera can actually pick up the eye focus for the bird. I kept it in animal, I move it to bird. Not sure whether it can recognize the sandpipers. Where are you? There you are. Oh yeah, absolutely. So it can pick up the sandpiper. Click, 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 click. Let's take the other one, which is close. So the moment you lose the focus, get that white square back on the bird, and you need to be fast in composition, keeping the bird to the left. It moves to the left, you move the bird to the right. Composition is everything, and this is where I completely depend on the autofocus tracking of the camera. Look at this. The moment it can recognize the eye, it locks onto it. Okay, I lost it. Okay, there you are. So I'm currently on a tripod with a Shackler fluid head. So that is where the movement is very easy and fast for me. So the moment, okay, the rock is coming, so leave that bird. Let's get back to the other bird, which is right there. No, not that bird, the other bird. Where are you? Okay. Okay, there you are.
फैलाओ मत प्लीज समझ में नहीं आ रहा क्या तेरे पास ज़्यादा हो तो ड्राइवर गाइड को दे दे वो खा देंगे समझा राजा राजा बाबू
So yep, this is how I track my birds. Placement of the subject, of course my exposure compensation, a quick check, everything looks good. Let's see, let me just expose it to 0. Yep. Hehe. Oops. And that's a tree pie over here. I don't know whether I can get the focus on the bird.
रिंग फ्लावर भी है सर पानी में छोटी सी
Okay, so there's the rufous tree pie drinking water. It's summer, very hot, and of course even the common myna drinking water. Those are the shots. Oops, what was that? Yep, the eye tracking is picking it up, and more birds coming in. Brahmini mine also is here. The other Brahmini mine down there. Okay. All right, the sandpiper is back here. So, okay, so this is how I track my subjects using this autofocusing option of Sony. The focus area tracking spot, yes, I do. So, use the small autofocusing point to track the birds. And then there is the ring plover. There you are. Oh, what? Wow, wow. Haha. Cool. All right, so hope that helps you understand how I choose my autofocus tracking option and track the bird and placement of the subject for composition, all these things.
Hope this particular video helped you understand the kind of tracking mechanism what I use for my bird photography. Of course, this particular tracking mechanism where you use the IAF for the birds or mammals or animals, and then the tracking, the lock-on tracking mechanism available is there in the Alpha 9 Mark II, then the A7 IV, and of course the Alpha 1. Now in some of the Alpha models of Sony, what happens is when you enable the IAF for animal or the birds, this particular last option AF area mode of the tracking gets disabled. Now depending on the scenario, depending on how far the subject is from you, the animal or the bird, depending on how far it is. So my recommendation is like switch off the IAF for the animal or the bird and go with the tracking mechanism, especially when you're trying to do some action photography. Or if the subject is a little close, in that case then go for the IAF tracking mechanism. So it's more of understanding which autofocusing points to use given the different kind of scenarios. So hope this video helped you understand about how I use the tracking mechanism. And if you want to learn photography from me, if you want to improve your photography, then I have my online photography courses. Do check out the link what I mentioned in the description below. Explore the various courses what I have on offer. Doesn't matter whether you are a Canon user, Sony user, Nikon user or any other brand. So I have courses to help any of the photographers, especially beginners, to get started with the photography and also become better photographers. So go right now and check out the courses what I have.